Mike's email, which is 3 bullet points here. What if Kiss had broken up? Finally, what if Kiss had broken up where there were an Ace and Gene version that toured versus a Paul and Peter or Paul and Eric version? How would the stage shows differ? Who would fill the open slots on each side? Trying to figure out where you're going with this one, Mike. So I guess what Mike is saying is if there was like an Ace and Gene version of Kiss and a Paul and Peter version of Kiss. I don't know. I'm not even going to touch that one. I have no idea. I mean, we're probably going to get a lot of versions of Kiss in the future. Version with no original members, hologram version, Kiss documentary, Kiss biopic, Kiss restaurants, Kiss casinos. I mean, there's going to be no shortage of Kiss stuff. I don't know about multiple versions of bands featuring former members. Thank you anyway, Mike. Appreciate that. Mike finishes his email by finishing with, "You are the reason I purchased SiriusXM." So thank you. It means a lot. Really does. Look at this. Our buddy Trey, California, getting through. Even on the email. Man's a machine. Trey writes, luckily Y&T tickets aren't crazy expensive, but they should still offer refunds if people can't afford the date. Doesn't work for them. I got refunded for my Aussie tickets. Okay, so Y&T have had to postpone and reschedule some shows because of the virus. According to Trey here, the promoters for those dates are not offering refunds for the reschedule. Most people will still want to go on the new date, but if you can't for whatever reason, you absolutely should be refunded. It's a bait and switch. You can't. October 10th, you should be able to get a refund. It's not the time you bought to go. It's not going to be such an outcry about it. It's going to have to be fixed for the saying that the touring is coming to a close with the end of the road tour. Do you think that Kiss will release one last volume of Kisstory digitally and a physical copy in the near future? Keep on rocking, Dave in Durham. I've heard that they are, David. I heard that that has been in the works for a long time, and I heard that they are working on that. I think I recently read an interview with Tommy Thayer that he was working on that. And I mean, look, if they did do that, it's probably, if you're just looking at it chronologically, going to encompass much of the last 15, 20 years. For me, I don't really have interest there. So it would be nothing like the other 3 volumes of Kissology, which are fantastic. Me personally, as a fan, I'm not so interested in and checked out around 2000. So hypothetically, a 4th volume would cover the last 20 years, which for me personally as a fan, not a lot of interest. But for you, if you're a fan of that era, David, may very well be of interest to you. But I'm assuming that will come. I know this documentary is coming. I know for a fact it's coming. I've talked to the producers. They've talked to me. They've asked me for some help with some things. You know, I'm sure they're pitching a biopic. They're going to try to make one of those too. There's going to be an endless supply of Kiss stuff for a very, very long time. And by the way, major rumors of a Vegas residency. So if you're even a believer that this really is the end for Kiss, we're already hearing about a residency. And again, just like the AC/DC thing I mentioned earlier, there could be a lot of stuff that was supposed to be announced this week or next week that may be backburnered that we'll never know about because of what's going on in the world right now, which is smart. Going to another page, maybe we'll get a little different mix here. This comes from Tim, and Tim is in Nebraska.